Hey everyone, Brogan and Lauren
Hello.
here. Two girls, one ticket. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. When they listen to this, it'll be Thursday, right?
Thursday.
Happy Thursday. So,
Or whenever they get to it. The more
you
the
know what?
merrier. Come late
I
to the party, still welcome.
Happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy life.
Happy life. We got cleared of our ice storm.
That was intense. This California girl cannot take the ice.
Well, everyone gets surprised. People, from Colorado or the Northeast or whatever, like, oh, it's not going to be that bad. And it never is, but it always surprises me because everything just ices. It's not snow. It's not fluffy. It's not pretty. It's straight up ice.
It's not for the weak. I got a little stir crazy. I didn't realize that the entire town shuts down. Literally, nobody goes to work. The hotel staff at the Four Seasons, the only ones working were the ones that were staying in the hotel. I got a little stir crazy on Saturday and I was like, I want to walk to the Driscoll and watch some football, or Sunday actually. And I we're slipping and sliding. My ears almost fell off. It's not for the weak. Oh my goodness.
No.
What do I tell you?
The shady, dark spots are the ones that it's still icy in a lot of places. Down Westlake Drive and around that ice stays. But
Wow.
clear, sun's out. But I did wear my half zip for you. This is one of my Peter
Oh,
Millar. Look
look.
at these cuffs.
Didn't
Is
I
it not
comment on
just
your
so
outfit
beautiful?
initially? I
Yes, you
love
did,
that.
and you didn't even know.
I didn't
And
know
here it
until you told
is.
me. Well, you
Mm-hmm.
look fabulous. And that little haircut, look at you.
Thank you.
You are having a fabulous Wednesday.
Fabulous Wednesday. Can we begin with this Skyscraper live?
That was wild.
I'm
Absolutely
still
wild.
stuck on it. I saw the headlines of, oh, there's Skyscraper live, Alex Honnold. I had seen Free Solo, knew a little bit of his story, but I'm like, okay, how interesting could that be? I turned it on and I was glued to it. Could not move. Could not miss a step.
I genuinely had no idea what it was. I was drinking wine down at the Four Seasons bar, and then I went over to Corinne for some chicken noodle soup, and Adam calls me, and he's like, hey, get back up here. There's a guy free climbing a tallest building in the world. And I had no idea what he was talking about. I turned to my girlfriend who I was with, and she's like, oh, yeah, the guy that had the documentary. Everybody in the world knew what this was going on, but me. So I had to rush back, and boy, let me tell you, that was an interesting watch for sure.
Taipei 101 tower. That's almost 1,700 feet tall, straight up in the sky. And they had
Insane.
delayed it, I guess, a few days for safety, or a few times for safety concerns and weather. I think there had been some earthquakes the prior week, all these things that would be a no thank you for me on top
Yeah.
of the height. But I was amazed, stunned. You fall, you die. Pack in a little parachute, maybe just in case.
How is it even legal? Aren't there a bunch of lawsuits that could have been risen? And I don't know.
I'm sure he had to
That's why it wasn't
sign
in
some
America.
stuff. And just the landscape of Taipei in the background as he got higher and higher. I was texting Casey and Kristen, and we were like, he's slaying the dragons, 3 dragons down, 7 more to go. We were so into it. But yeah, I was glued to it. I was actually shocked the amount of people that were posting about it and showing. I didn't realize it was going to be such a big deal.
I didn't even know what it was.
But
was I just totally in the dark here? Yeah.
I don't know, but to me, that was more impressive to watch and see than his climbs that they showed in Free Solo. I mean, it's intense, and he made it harder for himself. These dragons, he was scaling them upside down. Just go up, keep going up the wall. Why make it harder on yourself?
He was showing off a little bit,
I guess he wasn't even winded. Literally not even out of breath. The fact that he just went up there, not he was shaking, jittery, out of breath, just talking the whole time, waving at the people in the window. That would freak me out. What are you doing staring at me through the other side? Yeah, exactly. All their phones up in the window, just zooming at him as he's going up, and the wife going up incrementally with him, watching from inside. The whole thing. And she wasn't even in fear. She was just laughing and giggling. And
no, I thought there has to be something a little wrong with those people to, be okay with that. Because I was watching the wife. She looked like she was like on something, maybe trying to
I thought
calm
the same thing.
her
Like, she
anxiety.
must be medicated because nobody in their right mind is just like, oh my gosh, yeah, he's almost there. Yeah, oh, it's windy, but everything's fine.
His like shirt's about to
little,
blow
like,
off in the back.
powder out of his pouch is blowing out in like a cyclone because it's so windy at the top. But yeah, great.
No, she's cheering him on. Woo, go, babe.
Oh my
They got kids
gosh.
at home.
My favorite part was when he got to the top and he got out his phone to take a selfie. I would straight fall trying to
And did you
deal
see
with
the wind?
Yes.
He's like, it's a bit windy up here, folks. And
yeah, I
it's just
can't hear you.
blistering.
Yeah, but I can see you down there 1,700 feet below, 101 stories later. Just crazy. Super cool. I was, of course, wondering how much she was getting paid for this, from Netflix and the whole setup. But he didn't disclose how much he got paid. He just said it was an embarrassing amount. So I was like, oh, well, maybe that's positive. And he said, compared to these big professional athletes, it's like nothing. And that's why he was saying it was embarrassing, not that it was a large amount. He deserved more for that.
I was going to say, in the viewership that he probably brought in was a lot.
Unbelievable.
And
and around the world.
It has Netflix, so it's a easy access platform. But it was really interesting to watch, and it definitely took a lot of athleticism. It's a unique folk that can do that. I can tell you that, because
a freak is also the word, like a freak of nature.
I want to be nice.
Unique. Yeah, well, unique, yes, special, talented, gifted, and just a straight up freak. But I mean, hats off to him. Unbelievable. Where do you go from here? I don't know. So might be one and done.
Really is. Yeah. What else could you really do? Maybe you can climb this tallest Austin building, but that has nothing on top end.
Well, we will take it down under for the Australian Open. This was one of the stranger things that I had seen, and I maybe bothered me more than even Spizzirri himself. But Jannik Sinner was playing Elliot Spizzirri the third round of the Australian Open. Elliot actually is a former Longhorn, played tennis here at UT in college. During the match, they're very hot conditions, and the tournament put into effect their extreme heat protocol. I guess it reached their level 5, and it's on a 1 to 5 scale. The heat scale is based on, not just on temperature, but like radiant heat, how strong it is, humidity, wind speed, all of that. So
do you think Australia is more like Florida hot or like California hot?
I think it's hot for sure. Yeah. But level 4 scale on the scale, tournaments refs can allow for extra breaks, 10 minutes between sets for women's and junior singles, and then 10-minute break after the third set for men's singles. So level 5, the outdoor courts, the play can get suspended. Then the roof on the main court can get closed and they turn the AC on. So if it's in the middle of a match, they're already playing, like it was in the case for Sinner and Spizzirri. They stop after an even number of games or after the tiebreak. So they're in the middle of this match, and Sinner is, he was about to retire for sure. There was no way he was going to make it. He was cramping. He was down. He just looked fatigued. He looked off, like literally couldn't move. Then all of a sudden they close the roof and the AC comes on. They get their extended break. He comes out and like crushes him.
He's a spring chicken again.
Yeah. And I just thought that was the craziest thing. I get they're, trying to take care of the players and make sure they're okay and all of that. But to me, I just feel like if I was Spizzirri, I would have been so frustrated. McEnroe was even commenting, like, look at Spizzirri. He still seems fresh. His legs are fresh. He played college tennis in Austin, Texas. He's used to training in 100-degree plus heat. Well, no one's closing the roof in Austin to play in these conditions. I just felt like it was a super weird thing and totally shifted the trajectory of that match.
Yeah, to be honest, I think weather is a factor of being a good athlete. Did you see these football players this past weekend?
Exactly.
Loving snow.
Yeah, what are they going to do? Close the dome that doesn't exist on a snowy field? Because they just
put some
fire pits. I agree with that. I feel like the athleticism and the physicality of any sport across any of them, it's part of competition.
Part of the game, baby. Come on.
Exactly. And
you're an outdoor sport.
Right. And the World Cup, we already talked about, they're going to have some heat also protocol and different breaks, and no matter where you're playing, just to keep it all consistent. I just think that that's a factor and it's an element. Golfers don't get to, do anything about it. Football players don't get to do anything about it.
Racers don't either. They are slipping and sliding in the rain.
Yeah, I think that something needs to change. If it was that bad, why didn't you start with the roof closed? Like, that's the other thing.
What the weather, there's meteorologists that tell us what time the weather is going to be at a certain time. So if they anticipate it to get that hot, why don't you just start out with it closed? Jeez,
right, and just make it how it is. And then, so Spizzirri handled it really well, and he didn't really complain about it, and he obviously understood their protocols and all of that, but I think he would have won, potentially, Sinner could have retired. I don't know, but interestingly enough, Sabalenka played her match during the day. The roof was open, same temperature, obviously super hot. And when she was asked about it in her post-match interview, she was like, her quote was, "As a woman, we're stronger than the guys, so they had to close the roof so these guys don't suffer." And she made a joke of it. If it wasn't Sinner and it was two random people, they wouldn't have done anything about it.
100%. No, they would have let them play. But yeah, I was trying to look up the temperatures because did you see the video of the cute little ball girl that just passed out or fainted?
Yeah.
And then she stood up and tried to act like nothing happened. And then I forget who was playing. It was Xenia. I'm not even going to pretend to announce their name correctly.
Went over and helped. And
yeah, very sweet. And yeah, so obviously it must have been very hot because kids can play in any temperature.
That should be part of your training, and if it's hot, it's hot. But anyways, that's...
He needed a cool down.
Yeah, exactly.
He needed a cold shower.
Needed a cold shower. Fun weekend of golf, too. Scottie Scheffler took another win at the American Express tournament. And, of course, I just love seeing his son. He's getting so big, come out. I mean, all that kid knows is winning, is being on the 18th green and seeing his dad get a trophy. But
he's dadding right. He's dadding right over there, for sure.
Unbelievably talented. And now he joins Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus as three of the only players to win over 20 times on the PGA Tour, including 4 more majors by the age of 30.
Hell yeah. Definitely no one more deserving of it than him.
Impressive. Another Longhorn, but love him. My favorite story from the golf weekend was this 18-year-old Blades Brown. I'd never heard of him in my life. Great name, by the way, for Blades. He just finished high school. So graduated high school, played a tournament in the Bahamas, then flew to California to play this PGA tournament with Scottie. 8 days in a row of straight golf. Picked up some money along the way. Obviously just turned pro, didn't go to college.
Yeah, he skipped college. That's what I was trying to figure out. Yeah, he skipped college. What do you think about that?
I'm actually curious on what people think. Like, obviously, Scottie played his 4 years of college and then turned pro. I'm wondering what the advantage would be of just going pro in golf versus going to college. Some sports you have to play college first. Obviously, we know football shifting a little bit on, how long people are staying. But I think it's interesting just for a golfer just to go straight.
That's what I thought, too, especially with the NIL money now these days.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
He just wants to really dive right into it.
Yes. Also, fun fact. So I looked up him in my research, and also Spizzirri, who we were just talking about, that was playing Sinner, that went to UT, and they both went to Laurel Springs High School, which is a homeschooling program that I actually did for 2 years in high school. So they're my classmates.
Did you? Oh, look at you. Breeding greatness over there.
Just a little bit younger than me. But at the time, it was kind of the cutting edge of homeschool curriculum, and it's fully accredited school out of California. It was great. I loved the experience. Only did it for 2 years, but it's funny to see that some of these top athletes are still going there and it's still relevant. Anyways, fun fact.
I was going to say, yeah, growing up, obviously I'm from Orange County, San Clemente specifically, but everybody was like a pro surfer, and a lot of them kind of went into that as well, just to obviously have the ability to travel around the world, go to all these surfing contests, but it definitely is a unique program while still educating. You're still smart, Lauren, so
thank you.
They taught you something.
I know. I mentioned it to somebody the other day, and they're like, for as long as I've known you, how do I not know that? I'm like, well, you must not listen very well, because...
Well, now if they don't listen to this podcast...
Yeah, exactly. Oh my. And then his mom played in the WNBA, was the first women player in WNBA history to score a three-pointer or shoot a
Hell
three-pointer.
yeah. Blade's mom.
Yes, and the
Ballin'.
first pick for the 1998 expansion draft. So
Just athletes
athleticism in the
all around.
family, all
Yeah.
around. But he went into the tournament on Sunday in second place after Scottie, and he had shot a 60, and he nearly missed 59. He missed a easy-ish putt. I mean, I say easy like I could have made it, but it looked like it was a fairly easy putt. But he did set a course record, so good for him. Set the course records, ended up falling off on Sunday, but he was still there, competed. Now everyone knows who he is.
That's it. Well, again, memorable name, and maybe going to college will help you, not fall off. We'll see how it
Stay
turns.
in the lead, follow
Yeah.
Scottie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mental sport at that point.
Totally. Tiger Woods Sunday red. What do you think of his brand and that logo?
I don't like that logo. What is it? Looks like teeth combined with I don't know. It's like a very
People were saying like a backbone, like a vertebrae kind of looks like
or
bones.
like a stitch. I don't know. Like it's just with the rounding of it too. I don't know. It's not my favorite.
I really didn't like it from the start, and I think that it's growing on me a little bit just because I'm seeing it more, but it's not something that I'm like, oh, that's such a great logo. That's something I would want to
put that on
wear.
me.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess it's growing faster than expected, exceeding all their revenue targets, and they're looking to expand and start sponsoring some athletes. So that would be interesting to see who's.
Where did it come from? Do we even know? Is it
Well, it's just Tigers, and
resembling
then Sunday
something?
red. Obviously, he used to wear red on Sundays while he was playing, so that's kind of where it got. And I think the TaylorMade CEO is involved in it. I'm not quite exactly sure who's running it, but I guess it's tracking well.
I just want to know how they came up with that horrific design, but
Yeah, little strange.
yeah. Anyway, good for them though.
Mm-hmm. On our path to the Olympics, there is a soccer player, a sophomore, Sammy Smith.
Smith.
Sammy Smith.
Blades Brown and Sammy Smith.
Yes.
We got this alliterate. I need to alliterate my kids. They're going to be ballers.
Yes. Maybe there's something to that. But she's qualified for the Winter Olympics for the cross-country skiing team, which that's awesome. First of all, cross-country skiing in itself. She's originally from Boise, Idaho. And she secured her spot in the U.S. cross-country championships in Lake Placid literally 27 days after she was playing for Stanford in the College Cup national championship. How cool is that?
That is literally the most baller stat. I say that because I played so much basketball growing up and never learned how to ski. My parents said, no, you're going to tear your ACL or do something crazy like that. Turns out I ended up tearing my ACL just playing basketball and not skiing, and now I'm not even a great skier. So this girl did it right, clearly.
That's funny.
But good for her. That's awesome.
Pretty impressive.
Placid, I've been up there. I've seen the
luge
thing. Yeah, all that fun stuff. It's a very cool setup.
Yeah, speaking of luge, Jamaica got their bobsled team, which always makes me think of that movie Cool Runnings. They're so proud representing Jamaica of all countries with their bobsled team, but they're off to the Olympics.
Place ever, yeah. They're going losing. That's awesome.
Then I also saw that their first mother-daughter duo for Olympics is a mother and daughter from Mexico, also in the skiing realm of things.
What are they doing? Like luging?
Luging? No, it's some sort of. I don't think it's cross-country skiing, but it's some sort of ski team. But that's really cool too.
Good for them. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. How about Osaka?
God, she's awful.
I mean, we said you can't come out and present that, look like that, do this whole show and not win. Well, she withdrew.
I mean, clearly she's mentally unstable. Everything about her right now. I literally hate everything I read about her and see. Like, she is not a good person.
It's just so unfortunate. And I'm going with you that I think it was probably something mental. I think she said that it was a injury that came up that she had to deal with, but it came right after she had her match where she was yelling after her opponent would miss the first serve, like, come on. Obviously, the opponent was getting frustrated. I've never seen that before. I mean, that's just proper etiquette. You don't cheer when somebody misses a serve. Definitely not in between the first and second. Definitely shouldn't when they double fault. She knows that. Then Djokovic, his wife is very reserved, very private. You never really hear anything of her or from her or making any headlines. And even she spoke out about how bad the etiquette was. She was like, am I missing something? Have the rules changed? But she was just going on about how disrespectful it was, how she didn't know how the refs could think that it wasn't a hindrance.
Yeah.
The ref said she wasn't breaking any rules. Whether she was or she wasn't, it's still the wrong thing to do.
I was going to say, especially in a tennis match, to be saying that. I was watching TikTok the other day. I saw some girl trying to open a sandwich, and she was so nervous because the crinkling of the paper, like, just trying not to make noise and stuff. But to be respectful, I mean, that's a fan. But even like the other opponent saying like, come on and stuff, I don't know. That was just really not a good look. And then she tried to apologize after and said it was for personal motivation. It's like, girlfriend, like you have a bad attitude. You need to fix it.
And for all the sponsorships and money, you'd think she'd have somebody kind of directing her in more of a PR way of helping her get her interviews together. And and then her post-match on the court, they asked, how did the match go or what did it take to get through that? Obviously, good opponent, whatever, the normal stuff they ask. And she's like, well, obviously a few come-ons or a few too many come-ons were hard for her. Something like that she like referenced it like she knew. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, the jellyfish outfit just put her over the top.
Yeah. I don't know. But she's out, withdrawn, and hopefully whatever she has is healing. But I do hope that she's
creating her own mental.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Yeah. Anyway, Sabalenka, more headlines from her. She's into the semis. Pegula's in the semis on the other side as well. Our two girls, we like to see them come through. But her jewelry. Did you see her jewelry?
I did. Absolute legend. But
I think it looks so good. And I know we've said before that, there are a lot of Tiffany's pieces that people have been wearing, and it's getting more of a thing. To beauty is one thing, but also appearance in general and adding the jewelry. It was custom pieces by her and Material Goods, which I actually wasn't familiar with Material Goods. They're a jeweler from New York. The set that she was wearing, I'm a pretty harsh jewelry critic. I know what I like and what I appreciate, and I know everyone has their own taste in jewelry. But everyone has their own flair. These were substantial pieces, substantial stones, chunky gold. It was a set of blue sapphires on her earrings, and then obviously the matching pendant necklace that was framed in diamonds. The blue sapphires were to reflect Australia's coastal landscape, which I thought was kind of nice that they tried to tie in being relevant to the tournament being in Australia. But I thought there were some great pieces.
I absolutely loved all of the pieces. I thought they were tasteful. The light as well. So, she's not playing around with super chunky jewelry. But I love Material Goods. I have followed them since an influencer. Do you know the influencer Shay? The blonde one? Do you know what I'm talking about? I only know her first name is Shay. But she always kind of posted them and wore their stuff. And so I became familiar with them back in the day. But very good jeweler, and no one to sport better looking jewelry than her. So
yeah, great fit, great match. Yeah, I feel so behind the times. I wasn't familiar, but I looked at some of their pieces online, and some nice stuff. Super weird, and Whoop is all about it. Sabalenka, Alcaraz, and I think there's one other player were asked to remove their Whoop watches, which track their data, which is all personal. In no way does it enhance their performance. Nothing. Nadal was known for wearing his watch. People wear their watches, their jewelry, but they were asked to take these off.
Was it because they thought that they were enhancing their play?
I have no idea. I haven't really seen the real reason, but they all complied and removed them, and no one put up a fight. It is allowed by the ATP and the WTA, but I guess it's a Grand Slam rule that they can't be worn during. I have no idea. It's literally to track your own personal vitals and data during performance. Like, how in the world would that be disruptive or, again, enhancing them? Like, what would the reason be?
They also lay flat on your arm if you're wearing them on your arm. I don't know.
Yeah, Alcaraz had it under his wristband.
Yeah, you would have never seen it. It's not a distraction. It doesn't, enhance your play in any way. So that's actually very fascinating.
So now Whoop is like all up in arms and making a stance on it of, why are they not being allowed? And it should
Maybe it was an
totally be.
advertisement ploy or something for them. Hey, tell them they have to take off their whoop because Aura Ring's getting a little bit too much hype.
I don't know. Super weird. I'll be curious to see if they change the rules or what is said about that more because it does seem strange.
Mm-hmm.
Alcaraz's logo, he's set to debut all of that at the French Open in May. But I saw a leaked photo and I'm wondering if it's actually right. It's kind of a cursive C and A combined, a little bit scripty, a little bit sleek. I don't know what I thought about it. What did you think?
You know those tattoos that people get on their feet or like they did back in the day kind of, and they look like fish. Like it looks like a fish, like a drawn on fish. I don't know, just with the C and the A, and I don't know. I didn't like it.
You're right, kind of like almost a hook with the A at the end. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to think what it resembled and I couldn't quite strike me, but it wasn't again something that stuck out as like the Roger Federer logo is so clean.
Yeah.
So great. Maybe it'll be another one that grows, but I was a little bit thinking it was like a miss. Nadal with his bull logo, like very distinct. I thought it could be done a little bit better. So I'll be curious if it really is that or if it's speculated.
You should listen to this podcast and take advice. So
they should have come to us first for design advice.
We're the queens of it. We have an opinion on every logo possible. So.
Every single one of them. And poor Coco Gauff, for all of her success, topping the charts, such a clean reputation. And the camera person caught her after her loss, absolutely smashing her rackets off the court as she lost. And poor her, she lost to Svitolina, got crushed actually.
Quarterfinals.
Yeah. And she said that she tried to keep that stuff private, doesn't like to have meltdowns, breakdowns in front of fans, in front of children, which I totally respect that. She let it all go thinking she was not on camera. And this poor girl got caught. She's like, I feel like the only place that you're safe from cameras is the locker rooms. That's kind of tough, but...
No, I mean, I saw her just run off and she tried to hide behind that little wall, but there was some passion there. I actually appreciate it. I was like, God damn, this girl's pissed. She's going to come out next time and just absolutely annihilate. So
totally. I can see where she was coming from. No, I mean, she was just smashing rackets. It's not like she was, throwing a tantrum. It was just anger and she tried to do it off the court and obviously
missed.
Missed. But some of the other players were coming out and they were kind of saying the same thing. Like, do cameras just want to be with us everywhere? Do they want to just go to the bathroom? Like, it's hard to find any privacy.
She kept her composure on the court, so that's all that matters at the end of the day. I love seeing the passion, and obviously I'd like to see her come out next tournament and absolutely annihilate. So
I do like her. She's strong, and again, good reputation. You don't hear anything. Yeah, exactly. Bad. So, and Taylor Fritz lost in the fourth round. And interestingly enough, Morgan Riddle, his influencer girlfriend who you see so much of, made more money by being there and influencing and posting on social and all of her brands than he did by making it to the fourth round.
He's got to be pissed. He has worked his ass off forever to get to this point in his athletic career. Meets a girl, she's just pretty, and now she's making more money than him.
And it's kind of in the spotlight because of him in some ways.
Yeah,
like everyone knows she's going to be at the matches. It sets the platform for her. And then, of course, everyone, to your point. Yeah, exactly. What is she wearing? She's posting these pictures. She's wearing these brands. She's attractive. Unbelievable.
Her rivalry with like Paige Lorenz or whatever their deal is. I'm surprised they're not best friends. I mean, it's essentially the same person dating.
Yeah.
I think Paige is now engaged, but it's fascinating.
Maybe next they'll have like a reality show of influencer tennis wives and girlfriends. And
I feel like that would cause some drama. So
totally. But good for her. And Trinity Rodman became the highest paid women's soccer player in history. New 3-year deal staying with the Washington Spirit through 2028. And I saw some varying numbers, and let me tell you, they were not high. Like compared to what you see Ronaldo or any of the men's soccer players, which is insane, Messi, whoever you want to say. Again, it's still on the very low end, but good for her for setting a new bar and making more than anyone else on the women's side.
That's a shit ton of money. So obviously people's investments are going somewhere, but it's good to see. Again, at the end of the day, we do want to support women supporting women. So
Definitely. And
great.
I like her. I think she's super talented. The women's national team just beat Chile last night. They were very excited about that. She played in that game, but
I just come to you for all my soccer
knowledge. We'll get you there. I'm determined.
Thank you.
Oh, and our last touch on Indiana, Miami, the most watched college football game in a decade, 30.1 million viewers.
Did you see who was number one though?
No. Do you know?
I do know it was. I was more fascinated with that one because they did rank everybody. And don't quote me, I don't remember the exact amount of viewers, but I think it was like 34 or 38. I don't know. That's obviously a $4 million spread, but our 4 million people spread. But it was but the Longhorns versus USC. That championship.
Oh my! Okay. Wow, I like that.
I don't know when that was though.
We'll take that.
I think I was. I was in like elementary school and Adam was at the game in full blown college. So
that was a big one. Okay. Well, I like that. That's a good record to keep.
I need to get the exact number though. So I'll circle back with you.
Speaking of USC, the Ducks are heading down to USC. They play at USC this year. That'd be fun.
Ooh, we should
go at that. Yes. And then also on their schedule, Michigan in Oregon would be a fun game too, but always keep an eye out for the good locations, good games.
That's true.
Notre Dame's CJ Carr, I guess, is the early Heisman favorite for 2026. Arch Manning is second to him on that list, so time will tell.
Do you think they're going to factor in the fact that they're playing super easy teams to make him look better? Or, I don't know. Arch should definitely get that if so.
Also saw that college football is going to stay with 12 teams for the next season. I thought maybe that they would mix that up a little bit.
Just add a couple. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
So much controversy this past year.
So much. And more money being poured into things per usual. The NCAA Division I cabinet approved schools to put commercial patches on their jerseys, equipment, and apparel starting on August 1st. I guess LSU already has a big deal that's signed. They can have up to 2 logos on their jerseys, 1 on their equipment, and then the patches are not allowed in championship events.
I literally hate everything about this. It's just tacky and cheesy, and then it becomes a walking advertisement. Especially, have you seen NBA in the courts?
Yes.
It's just so distracting, and I don't know.
But even on their jerseys, when the NBA started having, I'm like, what are these brands? I literally was Googling who these brands were, and they're massive deals, obviously in the NBA, but for college too. They're going to be multi-million-dollar deals just to wear logos, of biotech companies and whatever. But
no relation to sports whatsoever.
Yeah, and to not be able to wear them at championship events, a little interesting.
Yes. I'm not on board for that, but again, trying to monetize everything these days, jeez.
Yeah, it's nonstop. Where does it stop? But on the flip side, Deion Sanders says that he's going to fine players for missing practice, showing up late to meetings, late to film, missing strength and conditioning, workouts in general. I think the fines were $500 to $2,000. I kind of liked it.
I did too. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Don't be late. You're making a shit ton of money anyway. So
don't be late. No excuses. Don't not show up unless there's an issue or it's communicated or whatever's going on. But you're making money and you need to pay for it. But then I was thinking about, what about the guys that aren't really making money? What if they don't have the money?
Well,
or it's just everyone getting paid and it doesn't matter.
Well, it's usually the people that, are getting paid. They're getting a little hot-headed. They're like, I don't need to be on time. I don't need to go to conditioning. I'm too good for that.
That's probably who it's targeting. You're right.
They're humbling these children. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
No, I like it. I think it's great. I think it should be part of the system. Caitlin Clark is going to be on Basketball Night in America February 1st for the Lakers and Knicks game at Madison Square Garden as a special contributor with NBC. I think that's awesome.
I love her. I was watching a clip of her the other day, and I don't know if you know this apparently he's a famous reporter. A lot of people know him, but he asked her a question in front of everybody, and it was the most outlandish question. It made no sense. And just her cute reaction to it was just like, what's going on? And they kind of like made her, I don't know. It just like, it was cute. So I love to see her in these different interactions, and I'll be excited to listen in on what she has to offer.
And that's the perfect game for her to be commenting on. And again, something that I would tune into too, just to hear what she said. She's so well spoken and does have a educated opinion on things. And, she's funny and she's quick.
She's cute.
I think it'll be fun to listen to.
Not as good as us, but it's okay. We can't do everything.
Obviously, can't do it all.
She plays the sports. We just chit chat. So
exactly. Yeah, she performs. She just talks. Luka was in Dallas with the Lakers to play his former team, Mavericks.
I love
and
that.
he did the nicest thing. He surprised 22 fans that had supported him on social media after he was traded. And he got them a suite to the game. And then he met all of them before the game, and he gifted them little gift bags with his signature shoe and his Lakers jersey. How nice is that?
He's a class act. That is, very sweet.
When everyone was hating and probably, obviously hating on the GM and, probably bashing the team going forward, bashing him for leaving, all of that, just to know that he went back. Exactly. And not obvious. Right.
Dumbass.
I mean, he was getting settled. Yeah. He was getting settled in Dallas. But the fact that he went back or had somebody go back and see that these 22 people were there and had his back and happy and supporting, I think that was so nice. And he is now 4-0 versus the Mavs since the trade. Pretty good stat to have.
It's like trading Kobe from the Lakers. Jeez, they're definitely regretting that decision.
100%. Poor Kobe. R.I.P. That was just 6 years ago the other day. I just still cannot believe how it's 6 years.
2020 was a wild, wild year. I did not like that year at all.
Yeah. OG for sure. By the way, we are not going to be hearing too much more of Nebraska ball's undefeated streak after Michigan took them down last night.
I mean, I'm going to really, I hope that doesn't fall off with the fans, because
I guess they can still say Nebraska ball. It has nothing to do with their streak. They're just no longer undefeated, but still a good title to have.
It has a lot more, meaning when they're undefeated, but
yes.
So good old Michigan. Jesus. But terrible news.
And Indiana still doing well, upset Purdue last night, 72-67. Another good game.
They gotta be feeling pretty good about themselves these days. Jeez.
Yeah, we're going to see more flags flying, more people repping their pink vintage Indiana shirt.
Mark Cuban. Shout out.
Shout out Mark Cuban. Yes. And to fashion, my favorite guy, Mike McDaniel. I've got to mention him in every pod going forward, I think, because I love him. And the more and more I see him, I just love him. And there's really nothing super redeeming about him other than the way he dresses and what he says. It's unbelievable. Cannot get any better. So his press conference for the Chargers, he's like, I'm not really an opening statement guy. What's up? Fired to be here. Family's fired to be here. He's got his Bottega weave leather jacket on, a white zip up, his tortoiseshell glasses.
Baller.
I mean, literally, I just loved everything he said. He's like, I feel like we're the same guy. He's just taller, talking about him and Harbaugh.
No, I absolutely appreciate everything about him. He's like, shoot from the hip, ask me whatever.
Shoot from
an
the
opening
hip.
State kind of guy. But here's my opening statement. I'm here, happy to be here. Family's happy to be here. Woo! Shoot from the hip.
What else can you say? Yeah, you just look at the guy and you've got to trust him. I got to trust the process. But another thing he said that I liked, he was like, Harbaugh's never modeled himself after another coach. And he's like, I don't feel like I have either. And he's like, I think that that's what people would hopefully say about me. And I thought that described him really well, because he is unlike any NFL coach. I'm not even talking about just head coach, just like one of a kind.
He, definitely, if walking on the street, I wouldn't peg him as NFL coach by any means. I'd be like, oh, he's, Bottega's stylist. I don't even know.
He literally, yeah, exactly. And his shoes. And yeah, it was another funny thing. He said, he was like, I could be 100% a Dockers coach. He's like, the options are unlimited. He's like, Harbaugh already tried to get me to in transition glasses, but I'm not 50 yet.
He knows who he is.
Funny.
He's confident. He is man of the hour these days. I love him.
Yeah, I think he literally is the perfect fit. So I really hope that they do well. I might be a Chargers fan now. No, can't do that. But
that's even tough. Yeah, since they lost San Diego.
Mm-hmm. But he's from Aurora, Colorado, and then he was a wide receiver at Yale. Of course, he went to Yale. Where else did he go wearing those glasses?
He's too elite to be anywhere else.
He is elite, and he dresses to show for it. He's just got a little bit of that East Coast swag that you just can't come up with on your own unless you have it. You either have it or you don't.
You don't.
And from Aurora, Colorado, it was not from Aurora, Colorado. I can tell you that.
Nope. I was going to say Travis Kelce's trying to have his swag, but it's just not hitting. So.
Not hitting. Oh, my. What also swags David Portnoy allowed back at the Super Bowl.
He's cracking up about
He's going to have his moment.
I was like, how? I looked it up. I was like, how long has he been banned for the Super Bowl for? Obviously,
he is
his
so excited.
Drama with Goodell, but it was it was like almost a year or 10 years ago. I was like, oh shit, time flies.
Some bad blood, and I still think it's unknown if Barstool can be part of media or press with NFL. But he will be at the Super Bowl for his team just in time, and he is going to go all out.
I did see there was some clauses, though, for his attendance.
Let's
number one thing was that he had to purchase his own ticket with his own money, and it couldn't be gift or sponsored from somebody else. So it was kind of like, okay, if you really want to attend, Dave, and you always are showing off how much money you have, you buy your own tickets. So that was the number one clause for him actually being able to attend.
Amazing, and will not be an issue for that guy. So
hopefully he doesn't leave in handcuffs again.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. I wish they would mic him up too for the whole thing.
God, that would be hilarious.
I think should be a suggestion.
There we go.
He should be mic'd up at all times. Before his former coach, Bill Belichick, got only 40 of 50 votes needed to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I guess this is his first year of eligibility. He's like, are 6 Super Bowls just not enough? What does a guy have to do? Poor guy.
I mean, I assume it's from that cheating debacle or a couple cheating.
Totally. It wasn't very well known, kind of like a prick of a guy in his interviews. And I think the media has a lot to do with the votes. And I'm sure people are just like, not the usual suspects for speaking out, like LeBron and Mahomes, like what? Like, of course, they had to say their stance on it. JJ Watt. But so many athletes just shocked, and people in the sports world, which I get. That is amazing. And he was a good coach and all of that. But like we said, you got to carry that off the field too. Got to be a well-rounded, nice gentleman.
Doesn't help either. Yeah.
That too. Yeah. Just stuff will stick with you. Okay, this is going to be our last Super Bowl pre-wrap up. Can't believe it. We've made it the whole season. Snowy game in Denver. No roof to be closed. It was crazy to see the beginning of the game. No fire. Yeah. To see how the weather was at the beginning of the game. Then it was so weirdly like foggy. You could hardly see, kind of raining, kind of snowing. And then it just turned to straight snow. But I was hoping they could pull it out.
Yeah, I was sitting at the Driscoll. Everybody's like, where is this game at? I've never seen a blizzard hit like that. But yeah, it was really an unfortunate loss by Denver. I was sad to see.
Yes, unfortunate loss. Drake May will be the second youngest quarterback to reach Super Bowl in NFL history. Dan Marino was the other at 23 years old. It's pretty young. He's pretty talented. I'm just not a Patriots fan.
No, I can't either. I feel like
we know Adam's a Patriots fan.
Well, I'm going Seahawks, so we're gonna have a big family feud once the
family feud, house divided. Yeah, he's always Patriots and Brady, his boy.
Ugh, yeah, he's obsessed with Tom Brady. He just looks like a clown these days. I was
I
talking
don't know what
to
he's doing.
Hannah the other day about it, and Tom Brady, Paul literally goes, "Oh, he's never gotten any work done." I'm like, dude, the guy's got freaking veneers. He's got Botox. His eyebrows don't raise. He's got hair transplants. I don't know what else, but he looks like a cartoon character. So, sorry, Tom, not a fan.
And his voice. Like, I can't listen to him. Like, you either need to listen to him or watch him, but doing the two simultaneously, like watching him talk, it's too much. I can't do it.
It's overwhelming. I get so frustrated. But
Alex
again,
Earl you know what? Alex Earl can have him. We don't want him. Just kidding.
He's a washed-up football player. No, I'm just kidding. He's obviously a legend, but
no,
I respect his play, but I think he's a little goofy off the field.
Totally. Vrabel has absolutely turned the Patriots around in one season. Pretty impressive for a first year as their head coach. I will give him that. Undefeated on the road, went from 4-13 to 14-2. Is that right? Yeah, so good for them. We'll see how he does. I loved after the game. He was like, no curfew tonight, but the bus is leaving at 8 a.m. in the morning. So if you ain't on it, you ain't playing the Super Bowl.
I hope you'd get on that freaking bus. Be there.
Right. Yeah, that's a real threat. You don't want to be. Exactly. You made it and you can't show up for the 8 a.m. bus. No Super Bowl for you. It's even stronger than Dion's rules. But
Dion's probably dealing with cocky ass players that wish they could go to the Super Bowl.
Exactly. Fun fact, the last 3 times the new pope was elected, the Seahawks have made the Super Bowl as the number 1 seed. Is that not wild?
God's on their side, baby. Let's go. I mean, I was never a Seahawks fan before, but I mean, now that Sam is, I'm overly excited to watch this game.
I'm excited for them. Super excited for him. Glad he got to play through his injury. But yeah, God was on Mendoza's side and Indiana's side, so we'll see.
I am
very interesting stat.
Pumped for it. No, that is. I mean, that's quite. Who would make that connection?
That's what I was going to say too. Like, it really amazes me who connects these dots to like come up with these facts. It's like the Swifties and their like little trickle of, I'm like, who puts this stuff together?
Little Easter eggs and stuff like that. You know, I'm like, I don't even know what does that mean.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. But I like that one. Their first Super Bowl since 2015.
You should have seen me watching the game. I mean, you would have thought I loved the Seahawks my entire life. I was born in the Seahawks household.
From Seattle.
Yeah. No, that was not me at all. But no, I was just so excited for Sam. And did you see the conspiracy theorists talk about how Drake May and Sam Darnold were projected to be in the Super Bowl from the beginning or something like that?
No.
Okay, there was like this NFL graphic released with the 32 teams with February Dreams or something it was called. It was an illustration. I have no idea. But anyway.
At the beginning of the season?
Yeah, the very beginning of the season. So it's literally a picture of all the quarterbacks with their backs turned and they're walking towards the Lombardi trophy. And Sam and Drake May were in the very front of that. And so basically where the picture is, you couldn't even see their jerseys. They were in the very front. So everybody was like, oh, they were projected to win. This is all like a conspiracy theory, like all this bullshit. And I was like, oh my God, people are so far-fetched these days. But it was interesting.
Wow, it's like how they always say that the colors of the Super Bowl logo each year are the colors of the teams that are playing. We're gonna have to check the colors this year. Let's look this up right now. Let's look at the sorry, this is important. We have to check.
No, I mean, this Super Bowl, again, I was watching that. I didn't even know what this illustration was. And then all of a sudden,
now they're adding every color of the rainbow. So we'll never know because we've got some green, we've got some yellow, we've got some blue. Yeah, we've got a little reds. We've got the red, white, and blue. So it could be every team in the entire NFL that could be playing under this logo and that theory. But super excited for that. That'll be a good game. Go Sam. Took him 6 seasons to find himself in the NFL. Fell from a top 3 draft pick to a backup quarterback. And now he has led Seattle to the Super Bowl. So
talk about a comeback story. God damn.
Love it.
I'm so excited.
And so young. And is your brother going to go?
I think he's going to talk to Sam about it.
Yeah.
I know he was trying to make it happen because I think a bunch of his friends are all going to go because
I'm sure.
I was like, I would die to go. Does he have an extra ticket?
Right. Yeah.
Cheap,
slide you in. I know.
Him and I aren't that close. So
love it.
I'm excited.
It will be fun. Well, all right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week. We will be back next week. Thanks for listening as always. 2 girls, 1 ticket.
Two
Brogan,
girls,
what do you have to say?
Goddamn ticket. Ta-ta. Wait, ta-ta for now? Is that my new sign-off?
Ta-ta for now.
I guess
when you say that, it reminds me of like Winnie the Pooh, like, tut-tut, looks like rain.
I think you're a little more invested in the cartoons these days with Brooklyn because I have no idea what you're talking about.
She says that now. Tut-tut, it looks like rain.
Oh, she got
so
it
cute.
for me.
All right. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye.